10 News at 9.
In the days after 9/11, they answered the call for help. The Phoenix Fire Department's Urban Search and Rescue Team.
Andrew Hasbin talked to one firefighter who, along with his search and rescue dog, made the trip to Ground Zero.
They are trained to find people in the harshest environments. And in the days after 9/11, the call went out to the Phoenix Urban Search and Rescue Team. A few days after the attack, John Dean arrived with his dog.
You think after 30-some years, you think you've seen most everything once, twice? No, there's no way you could be ready for the amount of devastation that caused.
More than 60 Phoenix firefighters headed to Ground Zero after 9/11. This is video from their trip.
Who wouldn't want the opportunity to actually roll up your sleeves and help? I mean, that tremendous privilege, tremendous honor.
Dean's dog, Rio, who was with him at Ground Zero, passed away last year. But he's helping train a new generation of search and rescue dogs. Dogs that are trained to find people trapped in rubble, and even on a blazing hot summer day, the training continues.
We've got to train enough and be professional enough in how we go at this so we don't have a bad day, because it's just not allowed. It can't happen.
The firefighters train the dogs by hiding in piles of concrete at a scrapyard near the intersection of the 101 and the 202 in Tempe. The dogs are trained to ignore people standing around and head directly to the person trapped in the rubble. When they find their target, they're rewarded with a toy.
He has a play drive beyond comprehension. He would jump off that cliff if I threw the toy. My job as a handler, our jobs as handlers, is to not put the dog in that position, but to take that drive and focus it into what we want.
Unfortunately, on 9/11, they never found anyone alive in the rubble. And they worked alongside New York City firefighters and police officers who suffered huge losses.
And then to think that those people lost 343 of their members, 60 police officers, 8 private EMTs, besides all the civilians and what they were put through. You think you've got it pretty well nailed down, it means something to you, and then you reflect back, you see some videos, and just all kinds of different thoughts come back to mind that you hadn't even considered before.
Dean and the team from Phoenix spent a week at the World Trade Center site. He says he'll never forget the people who lined the streets watching as they went into the rubble.
Those are family members, those are friends, those are sons, mothers, husbands, wives, and they're just looking for something positive. They're not there to gawk, they're not there to watch, they're there from hope. And that put a whole different perspective. I mean, it just changed it reaches down inside and changes who you are to think about what they're going through, watching you go to work and know that their loved one is in there somewhere or was.
And it's scenes like that keep the trainers motivated. Even during the hot summer, they are training, preparing for whatever challenges may come. I'm Andrew Hasbin, Fox 10 News.